So you got this dude from Africa, right? Now he's successful. He got his own business, and he basically got his own companies all around New York. And he ends up meeting this cool white girl. Well, at the time, she was cool, and she was sitting outside of Five Guys. And he pull up, he eating with her, and long story short, they end up falling in love. But girl didn't end up being right. She ended up taking dude to court, divorced him, took most of his money, and then after that, everything started falling apart. Like, he went from having his own place to being in hotels. The next thing you know, he's on the streets. So now he's just walking around New York trying to find certain jobs. Most people will blow him off, like, get away from me and all that. So one day, he was basically about to go down to this little food place to be giving out food to the homeless and all that. And as he's walking down there and he's just walking around, someone ended up telling him, hey, are you so-and-so? And he like, yeah. And he's like, hey, man, you probably don't remember me, but you end up giving me, some money one day. You're the successful guy, right? He's like, yeah. And he's like, well, here, take this. And he hands him paper. He's like, yeah, I've been seeing you walking around town, and I already know how hard times are. So on the paper, it says, call this number to join this game, and basically you can win the contest or whatever, and it's $1 million prize. So the dude said he already qualified, and they doing the auditions to show up downtown. So the next day, he go downtown. He ends up basically going in this little booth, and it was two people sitting across the table, and they basically asked him, like, are you good at hiding? Are you good at, running? How fast are you? How much do you weigh? Where are you from? And with him being from Africa, he ended up playing soccer anyway, so he was pretty fast. So he, put in his request, and they said, all right, they're gonna give him a call back. So the next day, he ends up getting a call to meet at this place, and we're gonna pick you up and take you out here and all this. So when he goes to the location, a little brown van pulls up and tinted windows, and when he gets inside, it's his friend that gave him that letter. He said, oh, what's up, man? You made it. So it's about 9 homeless people in there, and it's 2 dudes driving with glasses on. So they end up driving. And now the people are starting to get a little worried, because they like, hey, we've been in the car for like almost 8 hours. So nevertheless, they end up getting there. And as soon as they get there, everyone is separated. And the game is this: you're gonna hide, and after this, you're gonna play a hide and seek game. Whoever gets caught, you get eliminated. But the last person standing that catches the last person and they win, they end up getting $1 million prize. And so, they give him a red wristband. Like, everybody got a different wristband. So now he's over there. He gets walked into a field, with a blindfold on, and they basically say, stay here until we run off. So now he's counting to 100. When he takes the blindfold off, he's in a big field, and now it's like, nothing around. It's just him, and it's pitch dark. So he got a flashlight, right? So he's walking through the woods, whatever, and as he's walking, he could have swore that he heard something. So he hurried up and shined his flashlight, and he ended up seeing someone like with a white painted face, hide behind a tree or whatever. So what happens after that is they end up, chasing him or whatever. So he runs, hides or whatever. But while he's hiding, he ends up hearing someone scream. So this person that screamed sounded like he was getting like murdered. So he's still hiding. And what ends up happening is he ends up going deeper and deeper in the woods. But he ends up seeing that there's like some people gathered like around a campfire, and they all got like white painted faces or whatever. So confused, he's like, man, what the heck? And he sees one of the homeless dudes. You know the guy that gave him the paper and said, hey, you should join up for this? They seen that dude with his throat slit laying right there, and the dude's wiping his knife off. And as soon as he back up, twig on a branch snap. So they all look his way, and they say, after him now. So they chasing him. Dude is just running. Dude said he had to be running at least for 30 minutes straight. And the flashlights got distant, and he ran. And he ended up getting on this road. So what ended up happening is these people end up stopping by, and with the white faces, and looking for the dude. So when the dude is getting looked for now, he ends up hopping in their car, and he drives right off. And when he got to the gas station, he called the police, and they said they're gonna do a lookup, but the same usual, they never find nothing. So he basically said he ended up moving out of New York. When he got back, he moved out. He basically just, ended up heading to another state and ended up moving on with his life. But yeah, if y'all like that story, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.